Alright, y'all, what's up? I'm back, part 3. The origins of my street name, KrazyNick. Alright? So, I was just watching the last video, and one thing I realized is I had a detail wrong. That detail is that I had the lighter in my hand when I came in the house. I was punching him with the lighter in my hand. So the whole time, the lighter was in my hand from, God, I think the time, even as I threw the 2x4 through the door, I had the lighter in my hand from probably the second, even before I got out of the car, I would assume, because I always punch people and at least have a lighter in my hand. I think a lot of people are, that sock a lot of people know to do this. So, the lighter was in my hand the whole fucking time. That's why it was so tempting when I saw his bottle of lighter fluid. I was trying to fight it off. I knew really like not to take it there. It really wasn't that serious. He was on some bullshit and stole basically a bag of cut. And I had to think about, like, damn, is there even any good lesson in this story? Because I don't want to be just telling war stories. I just ain't with that. And the more I thought about it, fuck yeah, it's a bunch of lessons in it. First of all, don't let people push shit on you that you don't want. Second of all, don't let it be low quality if this happens. Because the third thing is you're going to end up in a scenario like this behind it. Okay? And so those are just the 3 obvious lessons right there, man. Okay? So, dude's on his knees, doused with, I think, at least a bottle of lighter. I know it was at least this big, but I feel like it was a little bit bigger than this. But that's how big that is, you know, versus I mean, it's 5 ounces, okay? I think it was bigger. It was at least this size, though. Sitting on like a coffee table by the TV or something like that, or else on the stand where the TV was. So, mind you, this is back in the 90s. So, TV setups were a little bit different. So, I really hate telling these stories, man. They give me a lot of PTSD, even though it was over 20-some years ago. Unless you just lie about your stories, you gotta relive them, man. And it could have fucked my whole life up. And he wasn't even worth it, man. I didn't even pay dude for that shit that he pushed on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not paying you for that. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? So, dude's on his knees begging. And I'm even more mad that he's trying to find a soft spot in my armor. He's trying to find a chink in my armor. And there isn't one, so now you're fucked even worse. So I doused him. I ended up sparking the lighter. And the first time I sparked it, it didn't light. And I'm like, it did basically this. Not even that. Not even a spark. So I'm like, what the fuck? I kind of focus on the lighter not lighting, and I look up. I'm going to show you guys why it didn't light too. As I look up, I see my homie's B. I see B's feet sticking out. I see his toes sticking out, but his back is flat up against the wall, up the steps. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? So I run up the steps. Like, what are you doing? I'm like, where is the bitch, man? And he's like, she's in there. And like points to the bathroom door. And it's like a flimsy ass bathroom door. Like it was a vault. Like he didn't know how to get through a locked door. I'm like, man, what? Boom. Kick the door down. She's got a phone in her hand. I run up on her, grab the phone from one side and the other. This is a better, the phone was probably this size. I grab, her hand's got it here. I grab it by 2 hands. She's about $110. I want the phone. I'm not even trying to do anything to her at this point. I want that phone, Okay? So I grab the phone and I try to jerk it out of her hands. She holds onto it and goes flying into the shower. Boom. I try and rip it back the other way. Boom. She goes flying like into the wall. I try and rip it back the other way. She goes flying into something else. She's holding on to this phone for dear, dear fucking life. And honestly, I'm glad she did, man, because had she lost that phone, it was gonna be all bad. Now, I'm not with that weirdo sexual assault shit, none of that type of like, you know, take advantage of a woman in that type of situation. Now, a lot of these people out here, they come on here and they're like, yeah, man, and they're like, yeah, no women, no kids, and that sounds fucking great, bro. It really, really, really does, and I love that philosophy, but when you're really in this shit, and you guys all know this that are really in this shit, man, when you're really in this shit, bro, all you can stick to is kids. No kids. It's fucked up. No kids. That's the real rule at the end of the day. Because women, they start a lot of shit. They get people robbed. And they're the root of a lot of shit when it comes down to it. So unfortunately, now this is very unfortunate, and I don't like this at all. And that's another thing, like, you guys don't want to end up in a scenario where you're going against your morals on some shit. Like, I really don't want to be whooping on bitches. And thank God, she had dialed 911. And at some point in this struggle for the phone, she was like, the cops are on their way. And I'm like, boom, we're out. That was like, we were out of that house in probably 5 seconds. Out that front. Like, my boy B made a critical mistake. Here's another lesson. Don't bring somebody with you that you know isn't built for what you're about to put them through. Even if he didn't, you know, even all the politics of it, him introducing me to dude and all that, like, I didn't need him to come with at all, man. I put him to the test, almost like an experiment. Like, don't do experiments with motherfuckers that you know might fuck up. More than likely. Don't even test people like that, man. Just trust your gut and know that they're not built for the assignment that you're giving them. There's another lesson. Don't push people because you're influential into shit that they can't handle. Just don't do it, man. Because it can work out really bad for you, like this situation damn near did. So, honestly, I didn't even look at dude on the way out the door. I don't even know what he was doing, where he was at. He was probably still on his fucking knees. Like, you guys, if you're ever in this situation, here's another lesson. Fight back. Don't let somebody douse you with lighter fluid. And just sit there on your knees with your hands up, thinking that that's not going to come next, that lighter's not going to light and flame your ass up. Man, that just would have been the worst if I'd have lit his ass on fire, man. Y'all got to think about that, man. Think about that. How bad it really would have been. He probably would have started the house on fire in the process. It could have turned into a double homicide in a split second. And I'd have been gone forever, not getting no kind of money. Arguing over bags of chips and ramen noodles, man, up in Stillwater, in one of these fucked up, weak-ass prisons, man, around this fucking state, man. Like, it just would have been a wrap for me, man. I never would have been a legend. You don't want that temporary, that 15 minutes of fame shit, man. That don't make you a legend, man. It takes decades for that shit. You know? So, we ended up leaving. Got the fuck up out of there. The police showed up. And I don't really know what transpired, but my assumption is because he was already agreed to be an informant from the raid 24 hours earlier, and this is something that I pieced together throughout this whole time and probably a little bit afterwards, okay? Because it was real strange to me that I never got questioned about this. I mean, that's a pretty serious fucking crime. But my assumption is Bob Fisher was like, fuck no. You were not taking him down for some assault. This is a RICO indictment. You gonna get him to sell you some shit. Which, like I said, that really wasn't my forte. Okay? So, they're like, in my opinion, said you gotta take that ass whooping if you want to work for us. And how can you tell on me for assault and remain an informant in this small city of Minneapolis? Okay? So, y'all gotta understand, like, these snitches sometimes get fucked up and nobody even gets charged for it. Because the police are like, man, fuck that. You can't blow your cover. You gotta take that bullet. You gotta take that knife wound. You gotta take that ass whooping to remain a legitimate motherfucker in the streets so you can make buys for us and weasel your way out of this shit you done got yourself into. Okay? So, I just feel like they were like, you know what? It ain't good enough. We got him stone cold, if y'all will testify. But that's not what we're here for, is to tag him for an assault, home invasion. Maybe if that lighter would have lit him up, if that lighter would have sparked up, then it would have been a different story, obviously, because, man, that shit would have been such a mess. Like, I didn't plan. See, I didn't plan on, remember, the lighter fluid was in, I didn't plan on that shit. That was stupid. That was dumb because it wasn't part of my plan. Part of my plan was to go over there and just kick his ass and either get my money or just get my retribution. And then my crazy ass almost turned it into a double homicide. I'm glad my boy wasn't built for his part of the job, because I don't know what I was going to do once I got both of them. I already fucked him all up. God, I really didn't want to have to do that to her. God, man, I can't say that I wouldn't have, though. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I can't say I wouldn't have fucking stole on her, socked her up, you know, like, you're fucking my shit up, man. Like, I'm not gonna play with you. You shouldn't have stole a bag of cut and did it all. That's the kicker. They did. Why didn't you just give it back? Why didn't you just give the garbage back? Just give it back. And instead, they're so addicted that it might have been like a smidgen or something, and they were just so addicted they just did the whole bag of cut and couldn't even give it back. Like, and we're so dumb. Just go get another bag of garbage. Just go make it. Like, how stupid are you, man? He just couldn't think fast enough in the moment. You know what I'm saying? How stupid are you, man? How the fuck would I have known? Fuck, man. You know, so that life, man, is just bullshit, man. Everything about it, man, is just bullshit. The people you deal with, just everything, man. And I'm not in that life, and I won't be again, man. That's why I can tell you guys these stories, because I'm never going that route again. And I'm sure that law enforcement knows, like, damn, right when they saw my face, I'm sure they're like, damn, we'll watch to see if he slips. But he must not be active at all. And yeah, you're right, I'm not. I'm not gonna be. And I'm telling you why right here. So you can take it and do what you want with it. Now I'm gonna show you guys, before I end this, I mean, I think I covered everything. Never heard anything about this, man. From law enforcement, obviously other people knew about it. I mean, damn, everybody kind of knows about it. You know what I'm saying? And I never heard nothing about it from law enforcement. It's been over 23 years, you know what I'm saying? And I know why. Because if you want to be an informant, you got to get your ass kicked, treated like a bitch. You can't go run to them when you get beat up trying to snitch or take somebody's shit. They're just going to tell you to fuck off. Go do your job and go get somebody busted. So if you feel like trying to rat your way out of some shit, know that you could end up in that same scenario too. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe a little bit in my mind I did that to him because I thought he was an informant too. That's how crazy I am. is I knew he was a rat. Still did that shit to him. Still let him live. That was some bullshit. Don't do that. Don't go that far on somebody like that and probably just let him walk away. Don't even go that far, but don't just let him. I don't know, man. You got to really weigh your odds whether you let somebody like that walk away after doing that to him, man. They got to be a real non-threat to you. Straight bitch, basically, to just let somebody go after fucking them all up and doing that to them. You got to weigh your options, man. So on that note, I'm done. Learn from all the lessons I just tried to share with you, man. That was from when I just turned 18 years old. Around the same time, probably within a couple of months of the war with the native story, where I had got into it with the native dude and stabbed him the fuck up. So go watch that story. Go to my playlist, and everything's organized there. But pay real close attention to these stories, you guys, because I don't like fucking telling them. So soak this shit up, man. I hate this shit. You know, I really hate this shit, man. Like, I'm glad that I don't have to live like that no more, man. So don't put yourself in a situation where you do. Now I'm going to show you what happened with... Fuck, man. And I don't know how, honestly, you guys. I don't know how. I guess maybe it could have been sweat. Or it could have been... It could have been sweat. I think it was the lighter fluid, but somehow I made the mistake, I think, of getting the lighter wet with lighter fluid while dousing them because it was in my hand. Now, I'm going to do it again. I just don't want to get it on my phone, so watch. Wet. 1, 2, 3. See how when you get it, this shit is not as flammable as certain accelerants. I don't even think, it's not like even, I think it's not even flammable as gasoline, but it's flammable. Don't get it fucked up. But it's for like Zippos. So, see, now it lit. But it usually takes about 3 or 4. See? And then the whole top of the lighter lights on fire. That was 2. See? So I was probably 1 or 2 flicks away from torching this fool. And when I did this experiment, you guys, kind of scared me because I'm like, damn, it was just real close. I don't know how he would have went up. I don't know how it really would have went. You know, I don't know if it really would have went how I thought it was gonna, but I'm glad it didn't, man. I know I can't be having my neighbors hearing this shit right now. There's other people hearing shit, so I don't know. Man, I'm out, man. Fuck this shit. I'm out.